Welcome back to SourceFed. I'm Ross Everett.
And I'm Steve Zergoza. What'd you call it?
SourceFed. We're doing sports. Last night, over 108.4 million people tuned in to watch the Seattle Seahawks face off against the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 48. Stay with me. And I know some of you hate sports stories, so in order to placate you, I brought my good friend Steve here to give you facts about science and little news tidbits to keep you happy, while I let you know everything you need to know about the big game last night.
Did you know that the sun burns at a scorching 5,778 Kelvin?
Perfect. The Seattle Seahawks walloped the Denver Broncos 43-8 in a game that played out as it started. The first play of the game was a premature snap that resulted in a safety, setting the tone for the rest of the game. And Mark Cuban tweeted that he made $20 million on a bet that the first play of the game would be a safety, which turned out to be a lie.
The loudest animal in the world is the howler monkey, who can be heard up to 3 miles away. Oh, that's hot.
NFL MVP Peyton Manning, while not having a terrible game numbers-wise and even breaking a record for completions in the Super Bowl, was no match for the Seattle defense known as the Legion of Boom. Cool name. And they were the first team in Super Bowl history to get a safety, return an interception for a touchdown, and a kickoff for a touchdown, all in one game. Only Peyton Manning can lose and still break a Super Bowl record.
The real-life Titanic cost about $7 million to make. The movie Titanic, on the other hand, cost about $200 million.
This Seahawks team is tied for the youngest team to ever win a Super Bowl, with the average age of the players being 26.4, younger than Steve. Not to mention, it's the first Seattle team to ever win a national championship in almost any sport, barring hockey in 1917 with the Seattle Metropolitans. Other than that, 0 titles for the city of Seattle.
Most lipstick contains fish scales as one of the ingredients. Google it.
This slaughter is one of the biggest blowouts in Super Bowl history with a 35-point difference, and if you look at the list of top Super Bowl blowouts of all time, Denver is on it a few times, having lost to the Redskins 42-10 in Super Bowl 22 and the 49ers 55-10 in Super Bowl 24, which is the worst loss on the big stage of all time.
In Bangladesh, you can be put in jail for cheating on your finals.
Don't do it. At the end of the game, defensive lineman Malcolm Smith, who led the All-Star defense with 10 tackles and a 69-yard interception return for a touchdown, was named the MVP of the game, making him the 3rd linebacker in NFL history to receive the honor.
That's very interesting, Ross. Koalas have fingerprints so similar to humans that they can be confused at crime scenes. So if you're gonna commit a crime, get a koala, because that'd be awesome.
So that's a lot of information, and it's everything that you missed in the Super Bowl, but you have to tell us, what would your equivalent of the Super Bowl be? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and this here, well, that's an annotation that you can click for a bunch of stories that we've done across all of our channels. I'm Ross Everett.
And I'm Steve Zaragoza. And one time I got my hand caught in one of those air dryer things in the bathroom.
I think we're done with that weird fact thing, Steve.
You think you could just get your hand out by turning it on, but you're wrong. That's actually not, that did not work in my case.
That wouldn't have crossed my mind.
Well, I tried. I mean, they had to get a guy in there, and he was definitely laughing at me. And he had to take the machine apart. Hand to get
Dismantle it to get your hand
Yeah.
out? How old were you when this happened?
Oh, I don't know. It was like, like a couple days ago.
Oh, boy.